Eric Wigan, I believe, is going to get blocked up front. Nice pocket here. Go ahead and run it, guys. I'll show you this offensive line that's had their issues with hands to the face penalties, procedure penalties, but look at the pocket and throwing lane that is provided for Brett Smith. Coverage downfield was good, so he took off and ran for the first down.
19 yards rushing. And now the fly sweep, and it's Dressler inside the 40 to the 26. And again, the middle linebacker, Juwan Simpson, has the stop. But close to a first down. Good first down production for Dressler on the ground.
Got a good lead block here from Jerome Messam out of the backfield, and just that fly sweep coming around. Here comes 33 Messam. He gets the kick-out block on Joe Burnett. Dressler turns up right up behind that block.
Drive started at the Rider 35, seventh play upcoming. As the Roughriders go two back on second and short with Matthew Rea in front of Messam. He'll sneak ahead. And Brett Smith comes to an extra effort to get a yard or two more before he gets pulled back. And they drained the clock here for the most part in the first quarter without Calgary doing much damage with the wind.
Calgary won the toss and deferred to the second half, and then got the ball because the Riders took a side to defend so they'd get the wind in the second quarter. You're right, this wind will be a factor, and you want to make hay while you have it.
Well, first down should be the final play, and Smith's got some time, and now throws into the end zone, jump ball, and intercepted. Intended for Rob Bagg, but picked off in the end zone by Jamar Wall. Second interception of the season, and a mistake by the young quarterback after an impressive drive.
Yeah, it really was a poor decision for a lot of reasons.
So that's the final play of the opening quarter. Stamps didn't take advantage of the wind, but they get a key turnover here to nullify a promising Rough Rider drive. Well, perhaps the most popular member of the class of 2015 here in Saskatchewan, it's Gene Makowski, and look at the Hall of Fame credentials, including a five-time All-CFLer, 4 Grey Cup games, and 2007 particularly special. Gene, congratulations on your Hall of Fame induction. I'm thinking of 2007 and you lifting the cup. How does that compare with this weekend?
Well, yeah, it's a great honor, and anytime you get in those situations where you know, you kind of work for things for a long time and they go your way, it's certainly a great moment, and just happy to join all the great players that have played in the CFL and have gone to the Hall of Fame, and I hope they think I'm worthy of it.
Gene, I want to ask you, you played with a lot of quarterbacks here in Saskatchewan. Is there one or two that you just had the ultimate respect for that you'd like to thank as part of this?
Well, yeah, I mean, we played with a lot of great players. I think of Kerry Joseph. He was not here for that long a time, but he was, he played through a lot of injuries, and he prepared, as good as anyone, and of course he won the Grey Cup with him. And Darian Durant, he's another great player that, on and off the field, he's a leader, and those are the guys you really appreciate.
Obviously the championship highlight, but was that the only highlight of the, what are some of the other highlights of your great career?
Well, just the biggest thing is playing with the guys and having fun on the field and scoring touchdowns.
Scoring touchdowns!
But just getting to play football in Rider Nation was a big thrill.
I have to mention they overturned the interception. The ball hit the ground, so the Rough Riders got the ball back, and that is the first CFL touchdown for Devin Wilson. So we're talking to the most experienced rider of all time, and there's a guy in his second game who just put the Roughriders in front.
Let's take another look at how it happened. I'm sure there was good protection with Hall of Famer Gene Mikowski up here in between the quarters, and it was good protection for Brett Smith. Got a chance to step up in there and hit Wilson on that crossing route.
Big cheer for Wilson. You're going to hear one even louder at halftime when you and your fellow inductees are on it, and the Roughriders are going to go for two here. Throw intended for Dressler, incomplete, but the Roughriders take the lead as we take another look at why the Jamar Wall apparent interception was overturned.
Yeah, let's take a look first. Now you go back to this interception, overturned. Now all turnovers are reviewed, and you could see the ball bounced and was the turf was used by Wall to help make that catch. That's why that was overturned. And here is Devin Wilson outside on that crossing route. Just a little hesitation, sat in the hole. Nice throw by Brett Smith, who had the time he needed up front. This is still a good offensive line, Gene, and maybe haven't got the rewards with the win yet, but they're playing pretty well.
Yeah, they have. They got a good solid group. Most of the guys back from last year. They battled through a few injuries, but right there, of course, there's a three-man rush, so you want to give the quarterback lots of time in that. But they've gotten the running game going all year. Just the wins haven't come.
I got to ask you, you spent a lot of time in the pits. What's tougher, being on the offensive line or in the legislature?
Commissioner Orridge said it well last night. He was talking about it, and you know, he said I didn't have enough cheap shots and low blows in football, so I thought I'd continue on with that. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's rewarding work.
Tim Brown on the return, but a kid from Saskatoon. It's you go back to your minor football days and to see how it's all ended with a spot in the Hall of Fame. It must be so gratifying.
Yeah, certainly. I've been very proud to represent the province. I've only played a home game in Saskatchewan throughout my career, and I was very fortunate to play with a lot of great players and coaches, and of course my family is the reason I'm here, and it all lined up, and I love to play the game and represent the Roughriders, as I mentioned.
Well, now the Stampeders have to work against the wind in the second quarter. They'll hand it off to Matt Walter. And Walter into the secondary, a terrific run up around the 50-yard line.
Gene, I always like to, for Hall of Famers that we have up in the booth, give them a chance to talk about a couple of teammates that you played with as we watch some of your highlights from your 17-year career. Who are a couple guys you'd like to name?
Oh, just the guys on the line I played with. I played a lot of time with O'Day, Jeremy O'Day. He was my roommate for a lot of years. A great guy, great player. Andrew Green, another guy, played for a long time. And boy, those are the things to remember. You know, the guys you played with and all the relationships. Scott Schultz, another guy. I could name dozens, but they made it fun.
There's Tyron Brackenridge stepping up to bring a quick halt to that play. What about guys that you hated to play against? Respected, but made your life miserable.
I mean, all the players in pro football are great, but the guys like Cam Wake and Joe Monfort and Philip Hunt, he wasn't here a long time, but he was a great player. You know, they were tough. You didn't sleep too well the night before you had to play those guys.
But you played them well and hard.
No gain for Walter, 2nd and 10. Here comes pressure. Mitchell gets it away, and it's complete. Be close to a first down. Eric Rogers, another catch.
This will be close. Looks like it's just short. Favorite target again for Bo Levi Mitchell, and why not? The way Eric Rogers is playing. No question with the catch. Secured it, did not touch the turf.
And they're going to go for it. 3rd and a yard. Mitchell sliding to the right, and he should have it. Brackenridge the tackle, but
he was casual with that, wasn't he?
He took the scenic route.
Yeah, he just kind of went laterally there, which is always a gamble in short yardage, especially when you're the visiting team and the crowd can affect the snap count. But he gets it done and moves the chains.
So a fresh set of downs for Calgary at the Roughrider 51, 6-4. Saskatchewan with the lead on the Devin Wilson touchdown. Back into the hands of Walter, and again, he is sliced down quickly.
You had big shoes to fill, Gene, when you came in. Roger Aldag was sort of the guy, and then you get drafted from the U of S, and I know you were sort of saying this is going to be the next guy, or at least feeling that pressure. What was that like?
Well, I don't know. I don't think you can replace Roger Aldag. I had no intention of doing that. I was just trying to early on just to make the team, just to try and fit in, and so I wasn't trying to replace Roger at all. I mentioned, I think everybody can. He's a great player and he's become a great friend, and boy, it's an honor to call him that.
Was he one of the guys you watched growing up?
For sure, yeah, absolutely. I was a bigger guy, so I always watched the Wallabies, the Gorels, and Aldags, Polies, those guys, and they're certainly great guys to emulate.
Saw your young family out on the field helping bring out the Roughriders. 3 sons?
Yeah, that's three of them. Older two, they're playing minor football in Regina here, and head coach of one of the teams. It's a lot of fun. Great league here in Regina.
Mitchell looking for Fuller, incomplete. And let's take a look at an old teammate, Eddie Davis, and his young son, and your crew just prior to the game. Got to be a thrill for them to maybe appreciate Dad's career a little bit more now than a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they really like coming to the games. They still do, of course. They don't get to go in the locker room anymore, so they're a little sad about that. They want me to keep playing probably forever.
Hey, you're a Hall of Famer. You should have pulled.
Yeah. Although they enjoy it.
2nd and 10, and Mitchell has time, throws, and another second down conversion catch. Second on this drive from Markway McDaniel.
Bo Levi Mitchell really knifing the ball into this wind, because once again the accuracy for Bo Levi Mitchell, bang on. Pretty well covered, Markway McDaniel, by Terrell Mays. He was underneath that throw, but Mitchell put it right where he had to.
Roughriders move the ball against the wind, and now Calgary doing likewise. This drive started at the 34, and it's the 9th play of the drive into the hands of Walter, straight ahead once again. Crashing down inside the 20-yard line.
Gene, I have to ask you, because of your 17 seasons and how much and how well you know this fan base, an 0-7 start is tough in this city, is it not?
Yeah, it sure is. And of course, the fans are very passionate, close-knit community. And yeah, anywhere you go, you wear O for that's for sure. But that's good. Passion is good, and these fans certainly deserve a good team. They're patient though. I mean, if things are building and we play better, I think we get some leeway there, but not a ton a lot of times.
Rob Cote with a catch that gets Calgary a first down and goal at the 6-yard line. An impressive drive being generated by Bo Levi Mitchell.
But it says something about this crowd when they're 0-7, and tonight a sellout.
Yeah, absolutely. and sold out well before. So
yeah,
Calgary's a rival game, but still that says it all about Rider Nation.
5 first downs, and now a pass in the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Torrey Harrison.
Brackenridge on the coverage there on Harrison, and in good position. Seen Brackenridge get involved in the run game early in this one, now that he's playing linebacker. Physical presence. Don't be surprised at all if he doesn't create something closer to the line of scrimmage.
12th play of the drive. Stampeders trying to cap it. 2nd and goal from the 6. And over the middle, it's a touchdown. It's Torrey Harrison with his first CFL touchdown.
Assist goes to Rob Cote, who is going to release from the tight end spot, and it's kind of 2 layers where it's tough to cover. Cote comes here, and Smith right out behind him, and Which one does the linebacker and Jeff Knox cover? He's trying to figure out which, and one is left wide open. It's Torrey Harrison for the touchdown for Calgary. Good drive by Mitchell into the wind.
And the Stampeders going for two. Mitchell just did a count, and with a man short,
I think he was waiting for a play. He was trying to get
right play.
Yeah,
okay.
Trying to get the right play call into his headset, in his helmet.
But the Riders unsuccessful on a two-point attempt. And now the Stampeders will try and click here, looking for Rogers, and it's taken away. Marshall Green with the interception, took it out of the hands of Rogers. They're going to call it incomplete, but it's an unsuccessful two-point attempt. 12 plays, 76-yard drive. Calgary takes the lead, and our thanks to the new inductee to the Canadian Football Hall of Fame, Gene Makowski, for spending some time with us. Congrats, Gene.
My pleasure.
CFL on TSN action continues tomorrow with an afternoon matchup between the Red Blacks and the Argonauts. Kickoff live 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific on TSN. That drive by Calgary, 6 minutes and 40 seconds, takes some time off the clock for Saskatchewan with the win, as the Roughriders did in the first quarter when they had almost 8 minutes of possession time against the Wind. That, by the way, the first unsuccessful two-point attempt by Calgary this year after going 7 for 7. Stephen Miller stacked up on the kick return. Brett Smith and the Roughriders go back to work. Again, a 12-play drive, 76 yards in 6 minutes, 40 seconds for the Stamps.
And two things I noticed in that drive. First of all, Matt Walter, 28 yards rushing and 5 yards receiving for him, so he was an important part of the drive out of the backfield. But the accuracy from Bo Levi Mitchell into the wind, excellent on the drive.
Riders take over at the 27-yard line into the hands of Messel off the left side. He'll move the pile all the way up to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup on first down.
You know, ranked second coming into the week in rushing, Jerome Messam, and yet in the past few games, he's had less than 10 carries per game, maintaining his over 7-yard average. I guess the only question when it came to 33 is why didn't he get the ball more?
Week 2, 19 carries. He's topped up for 85 yards, his best rushing game of the season, and he has a first down going back on the left side, and Juwan Simpson brings him down and helps him up.
And this has been updated. You take a look at the average yards per carry for the top running backs in the league, and Anthony Allen, Jerome Messam, 1 and 2 in that category. Brandon Whitaker at number 3 at 6.3. Last week, or the last game for Saskatchewan against Toronto, he was 9 for 61, just 9 carries in that one.
Well, first down, and now Smith to the air, and the completion to Dressler. And that is catch number 500 for Weston Dressler.
I've seen a lot of good things from Brett Smith as well. He's got the arm strength to make every throw and has shown that. Pretty good mobility in the pocket, runs with his eyes downfield, shows great composure. 0-2, but he's showing some good things.
8 yards for Dressler, and the flag flies before this play gets off.
Procedure, Saskatchewan, number 59. 5-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
That's the newcomer, Randy Richards, who takes the spot at right tackle of Levi Adcock, and a costly penalty that takes them out of 2nd and short and makes it 2nd and 7.
This has been an issue for Corey Chamberlain and this Rider team, and he changed things up in practice this week. More on that after this play.
First penalty yardage assessed in the game. 2nd and 7. And the handoff to Messam. He's got a first down across midfield. out by Josh Bell, but we thought they might lean on Messam today, and he gets 18 on that last carry.
What Corey Chamberlain did this week, a nice run off the delayed run here, almost a draw to Jerome Messam. But what Corey Chamberlain did this week was any penalty committed in practice, say by an offensive player, the entire offense had to do up downs. Now, up downs are difficult for athletes like Messam, really tough for offensive linemen. And if it was a defensive player who committed a foul in practice, all the defense had to do the up down. So basically what Corey Chamberlain and the message he was sending to his team is that if you commit a foul, it affects the entire squad. Got that penalty, but Jerome Messam bails him out with a first down off a nice draw play run.
8.2-yard average for Messam in the game, but concern right in front of the Rough Rider bench. Devin Wilson, who has the Saskatchewan touchdown, is hobbling off. So Wilson to the sidelines, and a depleted receiving corps gets even thinner. So first down into Calgary territory at the Stamps 50-yard line. And another first down at the 40. Brought down by Jamar Wall.
Boy, the Saskatchewan Roughriders are moving Weston Dressler all over the place. We've seen him at the wide receiver spot on the short side. We've seen him at his normal slot back number 3 receiver if there's 3 receivers to one side, and there he was in the middle, the 2 receiver. 4 catches already tonight.
So Messam to the sideline, Stephen Miller in. And 3-men line up in the backfield. But Smith on a roll. And Rob Bagg was one of those who lined up in the backfield, and he makes the catch, an 11-yard first down.
It's one of the things I talked about with Brett Smith and showing what he can do. He gets outside and throws a nice one to Bagg. He's going to get Rob Bagg out of that bunch formation, working on Keon Raymond. If that ball is thrown underneath, Keon Raymond will take it to the house. He's done that many times in his career, but the ball was put outside where only Bagg could get to it.
4th first down of the drive for Smith and the Rough Riders. Back to pass, pressure up, gets away, now unloads into the end zone, and unable to connect with Weston Dressler. Missed opportunity.
Well, it looked like Frank Beltre had a clear shot at Brett Smith. He makes an inside move defensively here from that defensive tackle position, and from the end position. He comes in and going right down the middle to Brett Smith, gets himself some time, and then just misses Dressler, who was open, trying to react to that scramble from number 16.
Beltre replacing the injured Freddie Bishop this week at defensive end for Calgary. 8th play of the drive. It's 2nd and 10 Saskatchewan. Miller going to spin off Deron Mayo, and the Stampeders' leading tackler brings him down short of a Rough Rider first down.
Well, Deron Mayo, you mentioned leading the Calgary defense in tackles, and one of the reasons that when Jasper Simmons' agent started talking